All right. So Black-Red Knights. This is Black-Red aggro, Black-Red Knights, whatever you want to call it. The core of the deck is kind of this black aggressive slant here. But we've also got some just quality good cards at the top end of this build. We got both Rankle, Master of Pranks, and Rotting Regisaur. One thing of note is that we do have a red 1-drop. While we don't have that many lands that cast a red 1-drop on one, but this card's been reasonably powerful. It's probably fine on turns 2 and 3 a lot of the time as well. Stormfist Crusader has been a card that's been absurd in every red-black aggressive shell that we've played. Murderous Rider and Bonecrusher Giant are both great removal spells that are then also extra bodies after the fact. So, excuse me, let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this one. Actually, while I was stuffing my face, I forgot to restart the client. So I'm going to restart the client really quick, and then we'll dive into some games. It's been a while since we've restarted, so if I don't restart now, the client might restart itself for us mid-match. Hashtag release ready. All right, let's dive into a constructed league here and see how things feel. Ooh. I'm going to finish eating my mushroom sandwich in the first half of this one, so we're going to be a little bit quiet for the first game or two. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a hand. So we're going to fetch Mountain on 1 here. Then probably Tournament Grounds, Crusader here. Castles being super awkward. Worth noting, like, if either of these were a swamp instead of a castle, this hand would be really sweet. We'd do this, but they're not, so it's a little awkward. Game 1 Duress. After they mulligan, get wrecked. Look at my blanks, feast upon them. For reference, these adventure cards are creatures everywhere other than when they're on the stack as an instant or sorcery, so God bless. Can't Duress them. I don't think Oko really fits into Flash. Like, tapping out for a card like that doesn't seem super ideal. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, Swordmaster them for 1. And then, like, play the Swordmaster and play a tap land here, I think. And then, like, next turn, I can go Crusher, kill this, cast Crusher, attack you for 4. As far as individual power level goes, Stormfist has been very good for me. It's been super impressive every red-black aggressive deck we've played. Oh, ha! I wonder if this is the same person we just played against at the end of our last one.
guide you to change your ways.
So this thing's got menace. So I'd like to crunch into you. Every point of damage I deal to you makes this bring you closer to dead. So they can eat either of these, but they're taking at least 4 down to 3 here, and then like I'm playing a 4-3 out. Like I have another shock in my hand here, basically. Feels good, man. They had this food, right? This was in play already. So if I'd have shocked their face, they could have gained 3 during their upkeep to not die. Right? You get to untap. Untap, upkeep, draw. They went to 2 after combat, did they? You're probably right. I'm eating it. It's been a long day. I believe you that I miss lethal. I believe you, chat. Don't take advantage of my believability. I don't know. Are they dead? I don't know if they're dead. Thankfully, it's not my job to figure it out. Hey, Bolt Boy. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Welcome. Grasp. What do I want to cut here? Is it crazy to cut Bonecrusher Giant? Or like some number of these. I also might not be attacking super wide too often, so maybe this is the trim. They have a lot of random blockers, which makes Regisaur worse. If I'm bringing in more removal, Regisaur takes removal out of my hand too. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Regisaurs and just bring in 4 Grasps here. Ooh, maybe Tibalt is good. Yeah, I like that idea. We go to game 3, I'll bring in Tibalt. This is fine. Bonecrusher, we're like gonna have a more controlling role this game most likely. That's probably fine. In this game where we have 12. Where we have 12 removal spells. Hey Celeris, welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. Is there any instant speed stuff that punishes me for waiting? Probably. Let's just kill this. Not get blown out by anything here. Some kind of random... They have main deck Duress. Let's like not get blown out by a random pump spell. Dread Horde, sure. Tap plan go? Oh, you know, maybe I should have cut this. They have a bunch of, they have a bunch of X1s in their deck. Probably makes this pretty bad. Kill the goose. Why do I want to kill the goose? I guess it's their source of blue mana at the moment, but like, I can just kill whatever they play with the goose. Like, my opponent doesn't have that many resources left in their hand, so like randomly killing their goose doesn't seem super appealing. Maybe I should have just played the Giant last turn. Yeah, I think I should have played Mountain Giant last turn, probably. Because if I would have had a 4-3 in play, because like now I think I need to Murderous Rider this, so I'm going to take a hit from this again, but I guess it's just an 0-2. Sure. This is definitely one that needs to die. Yeah, but I still want to kill the 5-5 JVL. People get too cute too often trying to just kill the 1-1. Just kill the actual 5-5. Kill the cards you care about. Stop trying to be cute and, like, make it only block. Just get rid of it. I'm gonna have to get rid of it at some point to, like, actually win the game, so might as well just get rid of it now. Another Bonecrusher Giant here is actually a pretty good pickup. I get to go ahead and just crush this after it gets bigger for the turn, which is nice. And then hopefully we draw a 6th land next turn and we get to just start slamming 3 drops. Just, like, 3-3, go. Just, like, it's kind of like, I basically have 7 cards in my hand right now, right? I'm kind of disappointed that the Inquisitive Puppet also makes a beauty token. I feel like I've been lied to in a way. All right, that's not a land, but it's a card that's castable alongside this. Do I want to activate this turn? Probably not. I'm just gonna pass. The stream title isn't correct. Is that true? Did I not click update? No, the stream title corrects. You're slipping. Oops, I slipped too. Sorry. Rankle, eh? I think that's worse than just playing more Nights Out. Gives a knight lifelink till end of turn. How do I feel about trading this for 2 of these? Probably not yet. I probably want to wait till I use this. Sure. Just want to get my dorks into play here. Okay, and then I think at this point I just go Bonecrusher, right? If they want to attack with this, I can double block, and then they don't get to, they get to trade 1 for 1. Alright, you have a Broco.
Let's broaden your existence.
That's pretty good. He's gone. I think I just do this. This gains me 4 and trades one of my guys for their Lovestruck Beasts. And then I take 6, so I'm going to go down 2 total here. Any value to emptying your hand for Rankle? Yeah, definitely. What's going on, Squid? Happy Saturday evening. Was that a good draw? I feel like that was a good draw.
I see you don't share my vision.
Do I think hitting them with Rankle is a net positive for me at the moment? I feel like it's not. Like, if I guess, like, the question is, if I hit them with Rankle, do I want to draw a card for both players? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to go ahead and just curry favor here and then play the Bonecrusher Giant. If you're planning to play a lot of Standard, just getting the latest set is good, because Eldraine stuff's going to be legal in Standard for 2 years. And then stuff you want to craft from other sets, you can just, stuff you want from other sets you can craft. They had to kill 2 of my things here. But I gain 4 and kill their 6/6, so I think that's a win for me overall. If they have double removal spell here, I eat it really hard because they're gonna kill all my stuff and their 6/6 will live. Single removal spell, their thing still dies on those blocks. It's actually kind of punishing. I think I'm gonna hold on to this for now. I assume this is about to die, right? Yeah, it's a trophy. If I attack with these, they could triple block one of them. I think I'm okay with that, though. Means, like, if they hit another Broco, I'm a little sad, but clearing their board out makes, like, the next Rankle better. This deck seems really sweet. It's like a little bit grindy because it's got these. It's got a bunch of Castle Locthwains. A lot of good stuff going on in this format. So I can do this, and then I can go drain you for 2. And then I can activate Castle here, and if I hit a land, I can cast this. That's fine too. To set a low bar, the rotated Standard format is much better than what we were playing pre-rotation. just gonna draw again here, try and hit a land. They're actually dead to another copy of this. Ranks is pretty good. I'm just gonna hang tight for the time being. I'm gonna attack with all of these, which lets them eat the Swordmaster, I guess. Now I should just pressure them, right? I think I just pressure them. I'll smash. They're like taking one from this, they're taking one from this. Well, I guess they're gaining some amount of life here. Because they have like make food with goose and then cracks. They can gain 6 here. So this deck is like a little bit less ideal because of that. But like I'm like throwing away one of these two to get through 4 to 5 points of damage, which I think is an okay exchange rate here. I'm going to gain 5 more up to 27, which is pretty great for us too. Are you excited, pup? I'm excited. Roko. More food. Rankle might let us steal here. Rankle makes them sack this, which is great. If this isn't a removal spell, Rankle kills this, which is big game. Well, I guess they have a card off the top of their deck here too. That's fair. It's just a joke. Haha, funny. Funny, haha. Funny, haha. A joke, a joke. Do 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 do. Huh? I think Rankle's great. The one or more on him is pretty good. I wouldn't fault anyone for mulliganing this. There's a good chance our mana base is 1 red source short. How many black sources are in this deck? The Bronze Sublagar, thank you for the 3rd of year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Man, Stream Decker is chugging today, huh? There's 20 black sources in this deck. Yeah, we could probably get down to 19 black and up to 15 red. I don't know that Rankle plus Legion War Boss is that good. What are the odds they give me something to murder next turn? High, unless it's a Growl Spellbreaker. We know the new Esper deck is supposed to be Golos. It's not. Golos is the go over the top greedy grind king. You don't beat the king at grinding. This card making red for this is really sick. What is your quest? Land, please. I get 2 shots at a land? That's so good. I get to use Rankle to trade my Fervent Champion for their questing beast. That seems sick. I think I like all my cards. Good evening, Jeff. Love to catch a stream at an off time for you, and good to see you holding down more than 1/3 of the MTG viewing audience. Thanks, JoJo. Good to have you here. Been a crazy amount of content this week. It's been fun. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Holy crap. Are you ready? Are you ready? Embercleave's ready. Oh, I get to double strike with him. Oh, we get to double strike with him. Oh! Oh! Was that good? If so, why? Please explain. Taking submissions as to why that might have been good. Oh, Rankle Embercleave hits for 10. Yeah. We didn't get to draw both cards. Opponent died before we got to draw second card. 0 out of 10 would not do again. I don't know how much green's in their deck. There's probably a lot of big green monsters. Do I trade all of these for Noxious Grasps? I feel like I do. Waffles Newton, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. The Holy Helix Fossil. Thanks for continuing to pay my mortgage with your Bezo bucks. Welcome back. Bonecrusher was not ready for the Embercleave that just came at him. Sometimes Embercleave comes at you hard, chat. Sometimes they look back at your life and you're like, the Embercleave just came at me pretty hard. Man, I should have pushed this deck. I should have put this deck. Hey, Cajun guy, thanks for the biddies. I wish I would have played this deck before I submitted my deck earlier today, because I might have just submitted this one. This deck's more smashy than black green. It's actually, I was gonna say it's probably worse, but who even knows? I just want to smash people. Oh, I forgot to put full art basics in here. What a tilt. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we're locked in. This is incredibly rude. Hey, we drew a good one, though. Oh, you can Embercleave Rotting Regisaur. God, Teamer Battle Rage is a messed up card. Teamer Battle Rage is a messed up card, chat. That's disgusting. If that's wrong, then I don't want to be right. Are we Death Shadow? Yeah, we've built standard Death Shadow here. Look at his little stumpy arms. I feel like if anybody out there is an artist, I would appreciate a fan art of Rotting Regisaur with Embercleave being held in his stumpy arms. Silly opponent, you activated my trap card. Poo, poo. You are a noble distraction, little Stormfist Crusader. The most noble of distractions. Watch him like cast Threaten and kill us here. We would deserve that. I deserve to lose to Threaten here. This might be the most satisfying thing I've done in Standard so far. Alright, so you're dead. Oh, I feel happy. Will this deck give you enough energy for a 24 hours? I don't know about 24. We're heading towards 13 at the moment. Maybe we'll get to 15 or 16. We'll see. We're still at 2,500 people for some reason. And my mouth promised to keep going while we were above 2,000, so seems like I didn't think we were gonna get through all the decks I had in the stream title, but it's starting to look like we might. Any substitute for rank? Just pick a random other aggressive card. We need more Embercleave. If we play more Embercleave, we probably need more red mana anyways. We could play more red lands that fit more Embercleave in, probably. I could buy that for $1. Jerry Roof, thanks for the 15 months of Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Well, I already submitted Green Black Henge. The deck list for my thing was due like 3 hours ago. Yeah, fourth tournament ground definitely cast Embercleave. You're not wrong. I think we're just kicking the goose here. Good evening, Bardic. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend's going swell. Oko. Rude.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me.
Surely you see the humor here.
Huh? Am I supposed to just drop Rotting Regisaur here? Or do I play Bonecrusher? I feel like it's just Bonecrusher. I have the 4th land, I could drop Rankle next turn. Don't Nissa me, bro. It's a matchup where Bonecrusher's kind of medium. But thankfully, Noxious Grasp is great, so it's like easy 4 in, 4 out.
Let's broaden your existence.
Let's broaden your existence. Well, that's a Rhodosaurus Rex, which just turns into a 3/3. Yeah, feeling pretty dead here. Let's get some Grasp in our deck. Just go up to 8 Doomblades. Am I interested in Legion's End? It exiles Hydroid Crisis. It exiles random food tokens. That might be okay. This Blacklance Paragon seems a little bit mediocre. Is Tibalt good? Yeah, I could buy that for $1. Hex was a digital card game similar to Magic, and they had a mechanic in that game called Revert that, like, changed a card back to its base state with no modifications. That game did all sorts of, like, adding text onto cards and things like that, changing them in different ways. Like, we'll change it back to, like, this is what this card was printed as. It now does that again. Yeah, it seems fine. Probably bottom Legion's End here. I did, Jin. And 6 years from now, I look forward to giving it a try. Hey, waifu. So, alright, so I wasn't going to skunk the goose here, but I think because we drew a Doomblade here, we just go ahead and, like, wipe the goose out, since we have another one. Would you like to block? If they don't block, am I just pumping this? I think I am. I might be wrong too, though. I might be right to just hold up a removal spell here. If I hold up a removal spell, I can, like, kill something, untap, draw land, rankle them, which is kind of appealing. We're playing all night. That is what she was asking me, and that might have been what I told her. Yeah, big bad would have been bad for us there. Would have not been a good scene. That card's so great. It isn't bolting the bird, it's gouging the goose. That's... I think I'm just having both of us draw here. My hand's not great. Want some more pressure. Also does a damage to them. The overtime was just approved. She asked what my plans were for that. I was like, I don't know. I might be on for another couple hours still. And she goes, sure. All right. She just wants to make sure I'm not going to die. We're going to be okay. It's been a while, but we're going to be fine. I have tomorrow mostly off. This seems pretty okay for us, right? We get to, like, Noxious Grasp her and then smack them in the face again. Ooh, candy. That's pretty good. So during their upkeep, I'm gonna Noxious Grasp this. And the reason why I do this during their upkeep is so that way, if they have a Autumn's Veil, or Veil of Summer, whatever that card's called, they use the mana on their turn. Now I'm gonna grasp Nissa. I don't care about the land. I'm gonna kill their planeswalker. Oh, you were responding to BDP. Got it. Yeah, you can't. Lands are colorless, even though they make colors of mana. Yeah, Fabled Passage is great. If you haven't kept up on spoilers, this is a safe craft. Good for rare wild cards you get a lot of mileage out of. Fabled, from an economy standpoint, Fabled Passage is a really interesting card. Because Fabled Passage is a card that's really expensive in paper, because everybody's going to need them, but it'll be cheap for Magic Arena, because they go into every deck, right? And they're all just one rare wild card. I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded. We were winning regardless of Tibalt there, right? They would have only gone to 4. And Rankle would have killed them still. Oh, that's true. That's true. I would like to share with you all what I can only describe as artwork. This is art, in case you were wondering. All right, I'm gonna have my wife tweet a picture of that because that's great. This is fine. Bottom of land. Probably bottom of swamp, so we can fetch a mountain for Tibalt if we need it. Evening, Rook. We're at 13 hours, but who's counting? Alright, perfect. I'm not attacking into this anyways, so I think I'm actually just gonna fetch a mountain on one here. At some point in October, I will be adding one historic day per week to see and gauge interest in it. But I'm not intending to add historic as long as standard is getting, let's say, like 1,800 viewers or more, 2,000 viewers or more. As long as standard's putting up really big numbers, I plan to lean into standard. But once the standard hype surrounding the new set release dies down, I definitely plan to do one historic day per week. And while we don't have a dedicated best of 3 historic queue in the client, so we're gonna do sub battles for historic best of 3. I think we can probably fill one day a week with that. What's the future plan with Modern? Starting on Monday, I'll be going back to doing one Modern deck per day to warm things up. Because the first, like, hour to 90 minutes I stream anyways tends to have a low viewer count regardless of what you stream, so it's just that normal build-up point on Twitch. So, streaming Modern during that normal low point makes a lot of sense. Alright, well, I was going to play Tibalt, but Stormfist Crusader sounds excellent. There are a bunch of Modern decks playing Once Upon a Time. Alright, so we've got 2 draws at 7 cards that kill this. That's unfortunate. So, do I... So, yeah, I have to ask myself, Derek, I really wanted to land there, so that way I could make that play. Because, like, they're gonna block, right? So, like, if I attack here, I have to ask myself the question, like, am I okay with, like, my whole turn being pay 3, kill the forest, deal 2 to Nissa? I don't think that's a good enough line. I don't think I'm okay with having that be my whole turn at this point. I think I hit them for 2 and then play this. There are a lot of Modern decks waiting to be played, to be fair. Like at this current moment in time, 15 to 30, there's 15 to 28, there's like a dozen Modern decks in the queue at the moment. So yours is demand from that perspective. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're gonna play an 8-8 here. Now, the good news here is, with Hydroid Krasis coming down this turn, I actually have Legion's End as draws that can kill that too. So while they are gassing up a little bit, I have 9 draws in my deck right now that allow me to kill this and then kill Nissa in combat. Let's draw before we discard. That was not one of them. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I think we're dead here. like we got a little bit unlucky. Only had one of our 10 removal spells that were decent in the top 14 cards, but it's Magic sometimes. Without taking both of these out this turn, we're just too far gone. Yeah, Spawn's fine. Pick your favorite aggressive creature. Yeah, I kind of feel like I wouldn't mind. I think Bedevil's not playable. With the Nightland in my mana base, I don't think I would play Bedevil in this deck. But I feel like maybe being a little bit more mid-rangey on occasion could be okay. An extra Embercleave does not sound unreasonable. Sure, yep. Good luck, Puppet. We won the die roll. That's lucky. Don't have an untapped land. I could play this, but if I play this on one, I can't play this on two. And getting Stormfist Crusader down ASAP, I think, is the most important thing here, especially considering that we mulliganed. They sent out Fabled avatars to everybody who participated in the closed beta. How much longer am I going to be playing Knights for? Until we lose, or until we're 5-1? We're currently 2-1, so between 1 and 3 more matches. This is game 1 of match 4. They could be playing Green Black Henge, could be playing a bit of a Brew, Savvy Hunter, okay. Land, untapped land. Rats. You'll get if you are in the closed beta, you should get an email to your closed beta email address. It doesn't just show up on your account for whatever reason. It's a very angry monster. I'm gonna grab the mountain here, so if I draw any untapped land, I can Bonecrusher Giant and kill this. Hey, look, an untapped land. Embercleave's been very powerful in the decks we've played. Just doing this now, so that way in case they have like Henge or some other random pump spell. The bot's been really slow lately, White Sticks. It's been chugging hard. All the MTG tools slow down pretty hard around release time. Yeah, get a lot of traffic onto things that normally don't have quite as much traffic. I would like all of the Phyrexian arenas attached to a 2/2 with Menace. The Menace on this card is just so good. All right, so what are we doing here? What if I go like Stormfist Crusader, Knight, Drain You? Is that crazy? think I'm in for that. Paragon can kill their blockers if you attack. That's true. I think I'd rather just do this. Oh, it creates a food when it blocks too. It's good to know. It gives Death Touch too. I thought it was just Lifelink. Death Touch 2 is worth noting. Probably just has like casual 9 cards in their hand. I feel like they're probably supposed to wait till their turn to do that. They get to draw 1 more card for the turn, maybe have a little bit more information. Just casual 9 cards, still like, needs to draw more. Yeah, the food could turn to life. The problem is like turning the food into life costs mana, right? And like they're behind on board, need to spend mana impacting the board. And like they're at 3 and they're getting drained for 2 next turn potentially. Oh, they're a Sultai deck. Killing greedy people feels really good. Sultai is a slut for cards. Again, the shock effect's just not super good against these green decks. I'd rather just have a bunch of Noxious Grasps. This is not stellar. This actually blocks kind of okay. Actually, maybe Embercleave's less good on the draw. Not attacking with multiple things. Let's do that. Let's just bring in a bunch of removal and trim that. Do I want this card? Is Tibalt better than Fervent Champion? Yeah, let's just pull up a little bit. See how this feels. I like this idea. I've been main decking Noxious Grasp instead of Shock and have yet to be punished for it. God bless. I am not planning to be live tomorrow. I'll be live Monday morning at 7 a.m. Central at my normal time, though. So I'm planning to rest up a little bit tomorrow. Probably do some more edits to the website. And then I'll be back on Monday through Friday, as always. Planning to do at least 8 or 9 hours every day during the week. While standard hype is high. That was a good draw. I like 1-drops on 1. Oh, boys are great. Jake just started kindergarten, which for those of you who aren't parents, or maybe you're parents outside of the United States, my 5-year-old starting kindergarten is like a $12,000 per year raise because I no longer have to pay for daycare, which is excellent. Down to one more year of daycare. Warren does have a plan for that. You're not wrong. My cousin has a countdown to when her son enters kindergarten. Yeah, I'd believe it. Yeah, like I could have Death Touch, but I obviously would rather do this. Like, do I really care about the goose? Like, I have this in my hand. Like, is the goose a big deal? If so, why? Please explain. I didn't know we subsidized it that much. Yep. And I live in the cornfields where the cost of living is lower. $12,000 per year per child is less expensive than like some of the major metropolitan areas in other parts of the United States. Yeah, right? Only 12k, a little jealous. Exactly. Alright, so Rankle, bring the beats. Bolt the bird. Listen, I don't have actual bolts. Come on now. They have like a trophy here for this. Which figure? That's gross. I'm gonna bin this extra Black Knight. What is your quest? To pound me into the ground? That's not a very nice quest. Why would you do that? What did I ever do to you? Alright, this card's growing on me. Menace plus Death Touch is kind of busted. I submitted the green-black hedge deck. Although I kind of wish I would have played this earlier, because this deck's kind of sweet. They have another Disfigure. They could have another Disfigure here. Veil, sure. I think I just want to keep the cards flowing. Whew. Whew. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Autumn's Veil, this one. The cards must flow. Exactly, Twitch. You get it? Let the cards flow through you. It's good with First Strike. Okay, yeah, I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, it seems sweet. It really has been, C4. Really has been. I was promised a dinosaur with a sword. Listen, there's dinosaurs and swords in the same deck list, okay? We did it earlier. Alright, so gonna be kind of like a control deck this game, maybe? Maybe. We did it earlier, and I tweeted your image, Squid Squad. I tweeted your picture. It's great art. You did art, and I tweeted it. Aside from the mana being like 1 or 2 cards off, I like what this deck is doing a lot. Are you ready, Pelt Collector? Bonecrusher's ready. You're gonna get him. We're gonna pound him into the ground. Look at him. Look at him. He's ready to make him a little pulp. In fact, little known fact, that's actually Pelt Collector in this artwork. It's actually Pelt Collector in the picture. Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Thunk. Well, that is a long stream. If I've ever seen one. Nice to see the hype train well over 2K. What's going on, Telv? Alright, yeah, I think Bonecrusher's just ready to just keep on keeping on. As much as it pains me to not play this as soon as possible, I think it's right to just off the Growth Chamber Guardian there. Yep. I was gonna do this. Maybe it's right to just murder this turn as opposed to trying to block. There's something like a Domri's Ambush. I'm a little bit sad here. We've had a lot of good sets today. We've had both great aggressive decks and some really good grindy sets. It's been a good mix. Nah, I think I want, like, their deck has bigger creatures in it, Squid Squad, and, like, there aren't that many things that Bonecrusher Giant's going to kill. So I think being less resource efficient, saving some health, and having the Murderous Rider for a bigger thing later is all a big deal. Would really like to draw an untapped lands here. Perfection. See, like that one. Bonecrusher Giant would not kill that one. Does Gruul also play Collision Colossus? I mean, the format just rotated, right? Gruul plays everything and they play nothing. Like, no decks are really established at the moment. We are doing some long ones, Mr. Silicon. Oh, do they have a Crusher of their own? Just a Zerta Goblin. Deal. Okay. We get 2 shots and an untapped land next turn. If we hit it, we get to go. Crusher plus Rider here, which is great. That's another Rankle. That's, it's a lot of Rankles. I came in because of the dinosaur picture. What's going on, Betty? Three entire years. If I attack with both of these, they're probably just taking 5, right? And then I can sack this for this. This attack might be wrong. I feel like we're behind, though. Like, our draw's just been so clunky with all of these. And if they double block this, they lose their board. Which that seems great for us. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna block, though. Like, I assume they just take 5 here. Yeah, I think taking 5 is correct. So we're definitely discarding. We're definitely sacrificing. The question is, am I making us draw as well? I feel like I'm not. feel like I want them to have less resources to work with next turn. Going to Azeroth. Addict. This is a 2/3, which is nice. So I can block this and block the token. That was a really good example of why Rankle's a sweet 4 of. Because, like, it's kind of tough to draw too many Rankles. Just because, like, when you draw too many of them, you just discard them to your other Rankles. Which is sweet. Alright, I think I'm going to trim Embercleave and a couple of Fervent Champions on the draw and bring in my 4 Noxious Grasps. Actually, I'm going to cut all the Champions and bring in these Legions in, too. Let's do that. Just go up on a bunch of removal. Yeah, exactly. It's like Liliana the Veil or, like, 2-mana Jace from Origins. Like, when you have extra copies of them, they, like, take care of themselves. Yeah, Rankle does whichever of the things are convenient for you to do. It's like dealer's choice, pick your favorites. Thanks, Seth. Hope your night has an upswing. Yeah. 3/3 flying haste is just like a rate that you're like into in some games too. It's like got just so many modes, right? Like the card's good because it's super flexible. It's like hard casting a Phoenix. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's not why you're playing it, but like sometimes you're like excited to have that as an option. Sure. Should probably restart the client after this. After this match. Evening, Mustard One. Welcome back to Hooglandia. Once upon a time, there was a... Yeah, I agree, Percy. We were playing against another aggressive deck. We just like happened to be like at almost 30. I was just like, yeah, this feels great. Yep. Ooh. Please play out 2 more Pelt Collectors. It would make me very happy. Stone Cold Nothing, also acceptable. We're playing Esper Stacks Intention. It is not currently in the deck queue, I don't think. Maybe someone donated for it today. It's been a long day. Someone submitted it. I don't think they donated. They might have, though. I gotta check the logs. Gotta check the logs. So I feel like my opponent has a Bonecrusher. Let's find out. Could also just be getting Veil Summered. Shocks and Lava Coils, yep. That's a pretty good one. Give you a little poke. I was looking for the VODs for today. I figured I'd stop on by. What's going on, Weather Lady? all night long, all night. All night, all night long. Do-do. Bye, Felicia. Very angry goblins. Am I ever gonna go to TwitchCon? Maybe. I actually had a ticket to TwitchCon lined up this year. Like, my partner manager got me a ticket, and then they announced the release weekend schedule for Arena, and I was just like, nope, definitely not going on release weekend. And we had 3,000 people today, and we had 2,500 people yesterday, and 2,000 the day before. So not going to TwitchCon on release weekend, probably one of the smarter things I've done. Or not done. Not done. Which one's felt the most consistent? The black-green henge deck is super consistent. It's part of the appeal of playing it. It's hard to compete in terms of consistency with the what's it called? The I'm blanking on the name. The consistency of Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time is super duper consistent. That's not the land I wanted for Christmas. I think I'm just gonna Blacklance Paragon trade with one of these. Doesn't give itself a bonus too, right? Yeah, target knight, lifelink, death touch. What does one do at TwitchCon anyways? Yeah, like, I guess it's networking. And, like, one of the other reasons I haven't really, like, pushed myself into going to is, like, I feel like going to things like SCGs and Grand Prix is probably better for networking for me than TwitchCon on average. And, like, it's not like I'm a variety streamer where I'm, like, trying to chase the next big thing, right? Like, the next big thing for me is the next Magic set, right? The next rotation, etc., etc. So, not like I need to, like, go keep that in mind. That's a good one to get rid of. Just like empty my hand, make them discard. Long-time viewer, but new sub. Always love the content. Keep it up. Hey, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate it, Jojo. Hope you're having a good one. Wow, that's, there's no way they're supposed to attack with this, right? This definitely should have been a 5/5. Yeah, that definitely should have been a 5/5. And they started to get aggressive, they like reevaluated the board and realized they made a mistake. Yeah, Rankle plus Stormfist is a sick one too. You're like, alright, give you a card, Rankle, take your card. We played Wishclaw Esper yesterday. That was rather amusing. Have a good one, Telv. Catch you on Monday, hopefully. Yeah, not being able to ping is game-changing. Of course, if they were playing blockers out anyways, they wouldn't be picking this turn. Really? Really? That's... bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him, shall we? Narrator, it didn't pay off for them. To be fair, I think all roads were leading to Rome here, but definitely a little bit of, I feel like the role assessment was a little off there. All right, let's restart the client. How we doing, folks? Welcome, good evening, Good morning, good night to everybody wherever in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, which I'm sure there's some of in here, I normally don't stream in the evenings or on the weekends. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here generally Monday through Friday, about 7 a.m. Cornfield time till about 2 or 3 p.m. Cornfield time in the afternoons. We do a ton of constructed magic on this channel. And if you are new, I'd encourage you to check out my website and my YouTube channel as well when we're done here today. Pretty much everything I stream gets cut up and archived and put on there. We've played tons of different decks. Usually we change decks on this channel every 60 minutes to 2 hours or so. So you get a lot of variety in every stream, and we've streamed over 30 hours of standard content since things rotated, all best of 3, so lots of thoughts and a variety of different decks. Choreographer, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Two Ferns. Thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate you shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me employed. Thanks for paying my mortgage. We're watching adult Hoagland as opposed to which. I almost have small regrets committing to play the E-League event tomorrow. Because I kind of want to. I bet we could probably have 2,000 people again tomorrow. It's probably also a good idea that I take most of a day off though too. It's probably taking a half break before I do 5 days in a row next week is probably a good idea. So the E-League tournament, for those that aren't familiar, they pre-record the matches like they do for the MPL type stuff. So I can't stream the E-League stuff. If you want to catch my matches, and you definitely should, you're going to want to check out E-League, twitch.tv/E-League TV on Wednesday evening. So I'm no one who plays in the event is allowed to share what happens in their matches. So only us and the editors will know. Even the commentators on Wednesday won't know the results in advance. So my favorite Eldraine deck so far. So I've really liked the black-green deck that I submitted for the E-League tournament, but I kind of wish that I had found this deck sooner. I'm really liking this deck. It's got a great mix of stuff, it feels like. The Freezy Pop, welcome with the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. The black-green deck is one of the many decks you can find on my website if you click standard decks. Well organized here as always. Outlaws Merriment. We've not slammed with Outlaws Merriment. Did my opponent just skip their first turn? Yikes. Not linked under the queue. Well, we're not playing it tonight. I'm playing it in the event tomorrow. And that'll then be aired on Wednesday. It's going well, Team Guessig. Life is wonderful. Might be getting a bit of a freebie for our last match here, apparently. When in doubt, run it back. St. Faith, thanks for re-upping that Prime Support. Welcome back. So they were there. I think they skipped their first turn, though. Maybe they conceded after seeing we were playing an aggro deck. All right. So this is going to be our last match with this one, because we're either going to be 4-2 or 5-1. And then I'm going to commit to doing one more. So I've been live for almost 14 hours. So one more deck will put us to like 15 or 15 and a half hours. So we're going to wind down the last deck of the night after this with some mono red. Just close the night out with some therapeutic smashing. I think I can count well enough, hopefully, to play these at the end of the night. So we're going to wind down some mono red Cavalcade. It's got some of the dwarves in it, which is sweet. Was that the perfect draw, or was that the perfect draw? Who's commentating on Wednesday? I don't know who's commentating for sure, but I know Cedric Phillips and Marshall Sutcliffe have the ones that have been doing it previously. So I don't know if they're always doing it, but the last couple of weeks when I've watched, it's been those two. Our curve is very good here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slam and shut the door. Alright, you have a flame sweep? BT dubs. It was Sutcliffe and LSV last week. Okay. I must not have caught last week. Usually I watch at the gym. For those of you that haven't been playing this format, this card's unbeatable for blue-red. For the... Obviously, I'm being a Magic player and I'm being hyperbolic. Like, there's draws and combinations of cards that beat this on occasion, but this card resolves. They're basically done for most of the time. Jund Hedge ended up feeling unnecessary. The mana worked, but the extra color didn't seem like it really added value. Yeah, shock plus lava coil is their small window. Yeah, Embercleave, please. One of y'all finest Embercleaves, please. Rats. Hashtag never lucky. About to bounce this, sure. So they have like infinite cards in their hand anyways, so I'm just gonna say we both draw for the time being. I don't think making them discard really adds a lot of value. We attached Embercleave to Rankle at one point in this event, and it was incredibly hot. Poor Rankle, you were too pure for this world. Yeah, Rankle lets you pick any number. It's really good. Like here, for instance, I'm gonna choose all 3. Because our hand has infinite lands that we don't need, and I want to get rid of this Ironcrag Pyromancer. Don't draw? No, I think I need to draw. I would like some reach. Would like more Rankles. Rude. That's a card that can beat this one. Beats it in combat. I could. The front half just doesn't do anything at the moment. Got him. Can draw 1 drop here. Nope. Yikes. So if we draw Hero's Downfall, they're dead. Do we want some lava coils in this 75? Maybe, maybe not. I just play this out and say look at distraction. Like takes 3 from this. Have another Drake. So I think I hold on to Crusher for a moment. So I could draw another one. Or do I just send this upstairs? So... what's the line? If I draw another one, they're dead next turn anyways. Yeah, I just send this upstairs. Alright, need a draw burn spell. Close game. Yeah, I kinda don't have anything here. Huh? I guess it's like Duress. I guess. Like none of these removal spells are good here, right? Shock's pretty mediocre though. I think it's just beep beep go fast, yeah. Driving in my car, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. Gotta go fast. Sure. Needs to draw a 3rd land, but pretty good otherwise. Turn 1 Knight, turn 2 Champion, crack for 3. Really like to draw, like running untapped lands. If we draw running untapped lands, we get to go this, into this. It'd be absurd. That's a pretty good one. Adventure cards are creatures everywhere except when they are on the stack as not adventures. Land, please. Land, please. So this hits them for 4 and powers this up, which is, like, pretty good. So if they have a Flame Sweep here, they kill these, but we keep this, at least. Glass half full. This is our game 3 of the last match, Petamoyne. We rolling on to mono red next. So I stack both of these on here to play around Flame Sweep. Oops, yep. Seems like an oops. I think I've liked this one better. This is a little bit bigger build. I've kind of been a fan of what it's doing. Untapped land. Come on. Come on. That's so unfortunate. It's kind of a tilty end of the night. Or tilty end of this deck. If we get a land there, we just crush them. It's like, kill this 5U. Now things probably slip away. They have a Lava Coil. That's such a beautiful land. Yep. Yeah, a lot more late game staying power. I feel like the mana base is at least 1 card off, so A little bit of run bans at the end there, but 4-2 is pretty respectable. I like the core of what this was doing a lot. I like that, like, this deck has, like, some knight synergies in it, but it's also just not, like, a complete slave to its theme. I think I want at least one more red land. Tournament Ground is probably the appropriate one. Maybe even just another basic mountain, honestly. I can also, like, what's it called? You could play, the gain 1 land. Whatever it's called. You could play a Bloodfell Caves if you wanted. But probably turn a swamp into a red source. There's only 14 red in this mana base. I think you want at least 15, especially with Embercleave in it. If you're looking for something to smork people with that also goes up a little bit bigger because of, like, the card advantage from these and Stormfist and this. This felt like a very reasonable combination of stuff. And also, sliding Embercleave on Rotting Regisaur on occasion is incredibly satisfying. Alright, we're going to close the day out with one more bit of smashing. We're going to go ahead and run a quick ad break before we jump into this. We're going to go ahead and try 4 Torban here before we call things a day.